apparently Dan has some gifts for me. What do you got, Dan?
Chestnut.
Chestnut? Why is it not seasoned?
Oh, it's seasoned. It's been in my yard for a year now. Madrona.
Madrona? Ooh, oh, that's heavy.
Madrona, yeah.
Holy moly.
Another chunk of Madrona. That one's got a huge knot in it, so have fun.
It's going to take hours to burn.
Walnut. The dreaded elm.
Elm, yes.
Holly.
Holly, interesting.
Cottonwood.
You got
more cottonwood. Thank you, I need more cotton.
And welcome back, Fire Addicts, to an episode of Travis Does Firewood. And today we're going to split this mystery wood. So you just saw a short clip, and that's from the PNW Fellowship. And I had to look it up. And that was back in October. It's now August. Almost a year from that point. And time has flown by. It's like crazy. And in that episode, in that event, very end, as you just saw, Mr. Daniel Atkins, he gave me a gift. And he gave me the gift of firewood rounds. And you see them here. I think I'm missing one or two, but I think I got the bulk. I have not split them yet. No offense to Daniel, but I brought them home. I put them on a pallet. I put them away, and they sat. So Daniel, in that little clip, he said that these were already seasoned. These are dry. Now that you're in drier, these are ready to burn. Like, so you can see right here, this wood here, the Madrona, it's split. This is. I could put this in wood stove right now and burn it as is. Okay, but I wanna process so I can stack it so I can utilize that space type thing. That, and it's been way too long. I need to get it split out of the way, process it, and give Daniel and the wood justice. I had to buck up. I think the walnut had to buck that up to size because it was not going to fit in the 1165V. So this is going to be a twofold episode here. We're going to split the mystery wood, and I want you to guess each round what type of wood it is based on the clip that you saw earlier in the episode back from October, as well as we're going to see how the 1165V does with some harder wood. This stuff here is some of the hardest wood that we have here in the state of Washington. I know the Madrona is a native plant. I think indigenous. I don't think the other ones are native. I think we have pockets of them, but regardless, we had them in Daniel's wood yard. Now they're in my wood yard, and we're gonna see how the 1165V does. Now, it may struggle. It may not go down the center of each round, but I want you to watch carefully how I manipulate the round versus the cut to make sure that I can split it and not have to wait and then split it on the champion splitter. So, without further ado, let's get into this mystery wood. To be honest with you, I thought that the splitter would fight the wood more, but it did well, because in theory, wood that is drier than green will be harder to split, especially with an axe or a maul, right? So I thought it would be more difficult. It plowed right through it. There's no difficulty. But what I want to show on the splitter is when you have a bigger round, when you have a round that's harder, or maybe knotty, you do the same thing that you would do with an axe, is go from the outside in. Don't go down the middle right away. Start from the outside and work your way in. Now, that may take some time, but it will happen. It will do the job. But this wood, I think some of it may be too far gone. I'm sorry, Daniel, but I waited too long to split it. My bad. But I am very appreciative of your gift. We have about 1.5 wheelbarrows here of fine hardwood. Let me know if you got the answers right down in the comments of which wood I was splitting at what time. Didn't really put up a fight. I know this walnut is straight grain and it's dense. This wood is a good hardwood. This is awesome, and I believe I burned this, and I believe I burned hardwood. I believe last winter. Has some scrap pieces. It did a good job, but all wood is good. All wood burns. Rock and roll. So I'll put this in my hardwood pile. Just wanted to get that done, get that on camera. Nothing. So yeah, what do you think? Your thoughts? Should I have split it up right away? Should I have waited? Should I have burned it as is in rounds? I want to know your thoughts down in the comments. I know soon I owe you all an episode of splitting bigger rounds because we have the limiter right here where it can only hold a certain amount of rounds, because this is here to make sure that if it does bust open, it won't, in theory, won't hit you in the body, hit you in the stomach, hit you in the groin, right? But there are times that I had big fur rounds and I was able to go on top of this and still split. Not ideal, not safe. I'm not saying do that. That's not designed by Spitfire to do that. I'm saying it's possible, but quick episode, splitting some mystery wood is good times. You know it in the PNW. I know that few of you have mentioned this on your channels, but there are hints that fall is approaching. Are you ready? I do know that I see more spiders out right now, and there's a clear indication, at least where I live, that fall is approaching. So I hope that your wood yard is full of wood, ready, seasoning, ready to go for at least the fall before you have a few more months until winter, and then it may get cold. But I'm not sure what the almanac says for the future of our different regions. I need to look into that, but I feel that I'm prepared in my wood yard to both keep my house warm as well as sell firewood for the fall and winter. One thing I do need to do, I need to prepare both my wood stove and my chimney. So that I need to do. I may or may not do that on camera. But let me know if you are prepared for the fall and winter based on the amount of wood that you have in your wood yard. But yeah, mystery wood. Thank you, Daniel, again for the wood. It's split now, ready to burn. Appreciate it. And that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And remember, life's too short to be a prick, so be kind to one another. Rock and roll. Stay safe, keep cutting. Cheers.